Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Little midday money on Tuesday, February the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're watching on a Facebook or YouTube channel, super. Maybe you click on the link that I put in here to start the show every day to the my little midday money homepage there on Believe, and you're listening on iHeart or iTunes or Spotify or Stitcher or TuneIn or Amazon, wherever you're watching. I appreciate it. But if you're watching a replay or if you're listening to a replay on a podcast, it's not the same feel as watching a live show where it's back and forth kind of show, especially on a Valentine's Day when you get a card like this from your wife. Like, well, you guys know I'm silly. I have some fun. So I get this little card from the wife here. Cute, right? Little dog on here. Ruff, ruff, hey, I'm a little dog. Nice. Let's see. Who doesn't like a little wiener on Valentine's Day? I love your wiener and love you. Thanks for being my number one guy. There you go. Thanks. So that's the kind of humor we have in our house here. And you should know this because I say crazy things in the show. And I'll show you a card from my wife that says she loves the wiener. A little play on words. It could be our little wiener dog. It could be she likes hot dogs. Maybe she likes pigs in a blanket. It could be something else. We'll never know. I get Godiva chocolates. She gets a stack of hundreds. I don't understand. The trade-off is it is what it is in our life. Anyway, free picture scrolling. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Go get it. Go get it. Free picture up there, by the way, in case you want to Twitter universe of the world. All right, let's hit a little quick recap, and it's going to be fast because we had a couple games yesterday. In college hoops, we go 1-1, 153 and 142. We got our work cut out for us to get back into the plus money here, and hopefully that starts today. We got a couple college basketball games on tap. We'll get to those. Our other recapping of yesterday's NBA game, the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, Brooklyn. 0-1 yesterday. Let's go. All right. 32 and 40 now with our NBA. I should probably put more NBA in here, and you could just go the opposite way because you flip that around, you're 40 and 32, and you'd be up a little bit of money. You'd be up a little bit. We're down 11 honey. It is what it is. So let's do today's picks. It's a back on track heart day here. All right, so let's see how we're going to do. We have some college hoops. Again, 153, 142, down $9. Well, 903 to be precise. Again, 1-1 yesterday on the season. Yeah, it's nice being 30 games over 500, but you know what? That's 52%. That's barely making money. You might be down a little bit. It is what it is. Got to do better. Stretch run because we have conference tournaments coming up. But let's get to today's picks here. Southern Illinois. You know I'm a Saluki guy out of Missouri Valley. Salukis -3. I got this last night at 3.5, so I don't even have a good number there. Syracuse had a pick 'em. Let's go orange. Penn State plus 3.5. I was telling Tim offline. I said, you know what? This was like a 1 last night. And I was like, I really don't want to pull a trigger at 1. Can I get anything else? 3.5. We'll take a shot on the Nittany Lions. Georgia at 4. I did this with Lenny yesterday. It was a 3.5. I'll lay 4. LSU is a disaster. Won their first game in the SEC play and have dropped everything since they started 11-1. And, well, you see how this party's going. It's not really a party boat. It's more of a Titanic right now. It's not, you're out there partying. It's like, hey, check it out. We're on a nice party boat. No, you've got one win. You're 12 and 13 after going 11-1. So, all right. NBA 32 and 40 again. No plays in the NBA today. Hockey 22 and 28 plus 279 there. And baseball. I added baseball because we are just a few short weeks away from World Baseball Classic. We might have some action on those games. I don't know. Tim might have something. I might have something. And then we'll have regular spring training ball. We'll probably throw some in there. But college, NFL are off the board here in the chart. In the chart, well, the chat from now on. But speaking of what will be in the chat, I know Tim might have some NBA tonight. Tim, welcome. Good to see you. How's your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. Can't complain.
Did you get a fun wiener dog card from your girlfriend?
No wiener dog card.
Okay.
But
you're not at that stage. You know you got to be somebody for a long time to have sick sense of humor like that. You know.
Yeah, I guess.
Flat Earth shirts, wiener dogs. stuff like that.
There
Sasquatch.
You never know. You never know what you can get. I got 2 plays today. One of them's the best bet. The other one's the Sacramento Kings. I just think the Kings are better than the Suns right now. I still don't like the whole Kevin Durant trade. They lost a lot of bench.
Yep.
Not really too high on the Suns right now. I've been on the Kings all year. I took the Kings. That's what I got. And then my best bet's in that Boston-Milwaukee game. Like today, I know that there's
only 5 games, not much.
There's 10 games tomorrow, so that should be fun. And we get to go ahead and fade Kyrie and Luka tomorrow. So,
speaking of the NBA, so we're both kind of Orlando guys, but this line here kind of sticks out like a 7 spot. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch it. Orlando's on a second leg of a back-to-back.
Exactly.
After a win last night. So
exactly. And Golden State Clippers high in 8.5. LA as a favorite here.
Klay Thompson's questionable. I want nothing to do with that game.
I almost want to lean a little bit Clippers because I see people coming in on Golden State, and I know last time Golden State sat guys they win, but this line opened at 8 and actually went up a little bit. So maybe that's just more guys are getting added to the do not play list. But
for me in that game, it's one of 2 things: you're taking Golden State outright, or you're taking Clippers on alternative spreads.
Yep.
The spread will not matter in that game. It's not going to be a 4-point game. And if it is, it's going to be Golden State winning by 4.
Yeah. And Washington Portland, I got nothing on that game. Maybe just an over if you want to.
Maybe. Both teams are on second leg of back-to-backs, though. So
yeah. No fun there. All righty. Let's get into comment time again. This is the best part of the show if you're doing the I'm sure most people, when they just listen on the podcast, they probably go, all right, here the free picks are at X time, and X time. I'm not going to get to the comments. But the comment section is what really makes the show, I think. I don't know. That's at least makes it different than most other sports betting shows out here. Michael's in the house. Good morning. NBA 3-0, College Hoops 1-0, Tech outright. Nice with Texas Tech. Got it done. NBA, I'm more impressed with the 3-0 NBA. Good for you there. Maybe, us in the NBA. At least. Not my friend, the NBA. Not my friend. Pounded Sports, Anthony. NIU Ball State over to 145 with some Husky Mac action going over to 145 there. I don't hate this one. I don't hate it. I kind of want to lean towards Northern Illinois as well, believe it or not, with the points. But I'll go over with you, 145.5. Dave's in the house. Good afternoon. I like the Suns and the Clippers catching Golden State tired last night. Okay, so the Suns game, we don't like the Suns game. I don't care that Durant, maybe he'll play, maybe he won't. As Tim mentioned, the depth is a question. You trade a bunch of guys. No thank you on Phoenix. Clippers, as I just said, I kind of like the Clippers regardless of the situation there. Stevens in the house, NBA 8-3 for today. Yeah. Nice one. Boston in the over. Again, I guess we got a couple guys out for Boston and be seeing a 8.5. It opened at I saw one random 10 out there. Now I'm guessing it's an 8.5. No, thank you. No, thank you. Fade the injury report. I get it. You want to take Boston. Sacramento and the under. We could do the Kings. Yes, under. I'd agree there, right? Because Suns, again, not a full-strength team. I get it. People have Booker and whatever. Give me the Kings. It's total-wise, no thank you. Golden State, don't like Warriors. Portland in the over. Give me the over there. Give me the over, Steven. Again, don't listen to me. I got a losing record. 40-32. Well, 32-40. Lex is in the house. Keeping it classy. You know how we roll, baby. A lot of class. It's all low with our wiener dog jokes. Michael says Magic first half +4. I can't. I agree with Tim there. Back to back. It's one of those spots we don't like it. Under, sure. Wizards first quarter I could do, though. Lex, Georgetown. This was a 13 opener. You want to take 11.5? I understand the 11.5. I just can't bet the Hoyas. I can't do it. South Carolina versus who's South Carolina got? Oh, Vanderbilt, the little old doggy. Lex, I'm not loving the Gamecocks here. but it's a home dog. I understand. Who's Vandy got on deck? What are we going on with this game here? Hold on a second. Let's pull this South Carolina game up. Home versus Auburn up next. In off a big Florida win. I want to lean. Yeah, you know what? You're asking me. I'm telling you. Home team 10-3, last 13. The underdog on a 7-3 run. Let's go South Carolina. I like it. Brandon, good morning, Craig. How are you? I'm pretty good, Brandon. You getting ready for the Houston Rodeo? All these college people say I broke even with the plays I played. Nah, I went 2-2 myself. One of those days. Been one of those months. What am I going to do? It happens. Walk this way like Akron. He likes the Zips lane 8.5 today here, huh? Actually, it's 9.5. It was 8.5, and I rewrote down, so it was 9.5 a little while before the show, about an hour ago. I'm not a big lover of laying double digits on the road. I don't care what conference. So you can count me out of that one. Walk this way, but if you feel good about it, go for it. Dave, New Jersey Devils tonight over goals. Let's pull up some cold cash on the ice. Ice really didn't do it for me today. I was looking at some of the numbers. I'm like, where's New Jersey? Columbus. You like the over first period goal? I'm going to say yes, Dave. The total 6.5. We need some goals in this. So sure. Is this? I'm assuming that the New Jersey total over goals is for the. You're doing for the game, not just the Devils themselves here, right? I'm guessing that's what that would be. If it's just Devils over 2 goals in the first period, hopefully it's a nice little plus money. Ninjas in the house. Kansas for Oklahoma State or over to 138. It's right here in the chat, Ninja. We like Oklahoma State. Take those Cowboys. A pleaser. Chicago team total over 3.5. Full game over 6.5. Well, who the heck are the Blackhawks playing? Montreal. Go for it. Let's go. Make it a pleasing Tuesday, a bountiful night. Definitely like the over in that game. Good morning, Tom. How are you today? Tim is good, Brandon. Gave you the thumbs up in the backstage. Valpo Southern Illinois over to 132. I do like the Salukis. Valpo's playing a little better. You want to go over? Yes. Yes. Fade Luca. Yes. Yes, Lex. Yes, we're fading Luca. Ricketts is in the house. Good morning. Hey, to Tim. What do we owe this? Look at this. Ricketts coming in, and it's not 10 minutes before the show ends. Thank you for waking up early today, Mr. Ricketts. Ricketts picks coming in early. Old school style like he used to back in the day. Tate the Great likes UMass, Georgia, moneyline parlay. Why not, right? UMass is at home. You should win. You're a small little fave. And Georgia I like, so I'm with you. Tate the Great says Michigan +6 and under 136. So, where's this game? What did you tease this, Michigan? There's no way this is. There was 1.5. It's got to be a teaser. The line moved to 6 in this game? Or am I missing a Michigan? Maybe it's a different Michigan. Help me out here, Tate. Rick, Tate the Great. UMass scares me how they've been playing. The Minutemen have not been great, right? That being said, Loshai is not a wonderful team as well. 1-7 on the road. So I really don't hate that one too much. I mean, do I want to bet a team that's lost 4 in a row? Not really, Ricketts, but I get it. Look, if you're going to get right at home, you beat a team that has 8 wins on the year. Walker Space says parlay Akron and Kent State minus the points. So you're doing Akron as a 9.5-point fave and Kent as a 12-point fave. And you're parlaying it. At that point, why don't you just – how about you straight bet them? At least when it splits, you're not losing the entire chunk. I can't tell you to do 2 double-digit, one at home, one on the road. Actually, they're both road faves. Like, I think that's bad. Well, I got to write this one down. Walk this way. I got to write this down and see how this is for tomorrow. Kent, 12.5, 12. Akron minus 9.5. Point parlay. Take great. Don't be afraid of Michigan. Again, if it's +6, he's got to be teasing this number. I'm assuming because the total's at 131, so he's teasing around. Rockets. Did they cover yesterday, Houston? I know you liked the Rockets yesterday.
No, they did not.
They didn't get there.
Nope, there was 2 14.5-point dogs or bigger. I took both of them. They went 1-1.
No, Rockets are not that good. Ricketts, I hear, but I've watched all of Loshai's games. They play bad on the road. As I mentioned, were they 1-7? Massive loss for 4 in a row. Get right, get that win at home. Thinking about Providence, think it's a good spot home. Creighton is playing. Yeah, I like Creighton a lot, but this spot here tells me Providence. Right, 1.5, 2 just looks a little low. And Providence wins games. They're kind of a sneaky, kind of good team. I think people don't realize that they have some decent wins under the belt. I mean, I'll pull up their thing right now. I mean, basically got the same record. Once they're 18-7. Creighton's 17-8. Creighton beat them by 6 a month ago. I mean, they had a 5-point road loss at St. John's. They lost the OT game at Xavier, beat Nova on the road, lost at Marquette, the Creighton game. I mean, it beat UConn. They put together some wins. Now, you want to say beating Georgetown and St. John's and DePaul and Butler, bottom tier, kind of red flag you a little bit. I'm not going to say you haven't beaten the top teams, but it does look low to me, Bill. Stevens leaving Valpo. Very small play. Home team is 5-2. Valpo's covered 7-10. I like the Salukis, so I'm gonna lean on Salukis. Again, I got him at 3.5 last night. It's 3. So Salukis are my team to come out of here. Miz likes Ohio minus the 4. 4.5 Buffalo. Well, so this was a 5.5. Then it was a 4.5. Now you're saying it's 4. So it's come down 1.5. I'm definitely not looking to bet that game. Eastern Michigan is +10 over Northern. That's the Akron home dog. Yes. Missouri. So the Missouri game is one. They're off a big Tennessee win. Otherwise, I'm on this game. I just look at it. All right, they beat Tennessee. Auburn's lost 5-6. I want to take it. It's just I see a 6.5. Why is it so big? Is it that big of a flat spot off a Tennessee win? Missouri's won some games this year. They're not a 14-12 team or something like. Missouri's kind of bad. They're 19-6. So 6.5 looks a little big to me. I want to take Missouri. My gut tells me over. Toledo, Miami over 156. I could do the over in that game. Yes, I could do the over. I don't want to lay 15 points. And this line opened at 161, by the way. So it's come down from the 160 mark. New Mexico, Wyoming over the 147. I will go under. I don't know. This line opened at 151. Now it's come down as well. Speaking of New Mexico, anybody notice, did you read about, Tim, how about New Mexico State canceling their season? How about that? Canceled their season.
I didn't. What exactly happened?
So apparently there was some craziness going on in the locker room between the players.
Okay, then. How about the Michigan State player that got arrested for murder?
He's the guy who did the shooting, Michigan State guy?
I heard a news thing that a Michigan State player was arrested for murder. He was going to get like 16 to 40 years or something.
I thought you were talking about the shooting they just had at those. No, that because they just had a shooting on campus last night, Michigan State.
Oh, did they? I did
Yeah.
not know that. But
Because I know the kid on New Mexico State was arrested. He killed somebody. They went to jump him, and they had a couple guys suspended, and the coach was involved in hiding a gun. So maybe this is like a total everything else going on there. But Michigan State basketball player or football player?
Never mind. The person arrested was 43, but never mind. I guess it was a former player. I guess it was a former player then. My bad. But I read a Michigan State person got arrested.
All right, anyway. Definitely not playing for it. Was he Scott Bakula from Necessary Roughness coming back to school? Him and Sinbad to play football. Ricketts Loyola lost to Richmond by 3 and took Dayton to OT. Last 2 away games. Good luck. I'm not on game, so let's go UMass. There you go. If you're not on it, just cheer for the guy. That's what I do. UMass game over 46.5. LSU game under 39. Masses. Yeah. That one, if UMass, are they going to show up? They've been bad. This is where you win, right? You put up points against a bad team, you win at home. I agree, Gabe. And LSU under, sure. LSU is, wow. What's there to say about LSU? I guess they can't wait to football season. Trevor's in house. Good to see you, my guy. How you been? I like the Raptors money line, Stars money line, Stars under, and the Wiz. All right, let's start on cold cash on the ice with Dallas. Home against Boston. I like it. Small favorite. Let's go. Under, sure. Yes, on both on the ice. Wizards over tonight versus Portland. I said I liked. Yes. Raptors money line. Again, I mean, I'm not going to lay like a 240 on the money line with Toronto, but I understand the fading Orlando in a back-to-back. David, Islanders 3-way. Boston, Dallas alternate under 6.5 for Raptors money line plus 1, 2, 3. It's plus money, Dave. I'm not going to say no to a plus money. I understand. See, the Dallas alternate, I kind of like the Dallas under anyway. So, I feel you. Fact, yeah. Listen. I'm laying. I don't want to lay double digits a lot. And yes, they win. Do I leave money on the table? Maybe. It's okay. I'm content to be in my old man ways and not bet double-digit faves on the road. Dave saying Pablo Bachura under 19.5 points tonight. Again, I have no idea how he's been playing or putting up points. I'll ride you, Dave. I'll ride you. And the chat will too. Yeah, series set up this weekend for the rodeo. Yeehaw, baby. Marcos, how are you? What up, hit the like button. Marcos been only 20 games. All right, do you want the Marcos minute, you sick SOB? You are a sick man. So here we go. Marcos minute. All college basketball. Let's go. All right, Hall and Georgetown. I'm going to lean Georgetown. Vandy, South Carolina, will take South Carolina. Kent, Western Michigan, will lean to the home dog. Southern Illinois, we got in the chat already. Buffalo, Ohio, I'll lean to Buffalo. Low-Shy, UMass, I'd lean to UMass. Duke, Notre Dame. How about an over 141? Again, these lines might be different because I wrote these down earlier, so the lines may have moved. We like Syracuse in the chat. Illinois, Penn State in the chat. Mizzou, Auburn. I'm going to say Auburn. I don't know. It just looks too easy to take Missouri. Akron, Eastern Michigan will take the home dog, Eastern Michigan. Ball State, Northern Illinois. Again, we're getting 9, 10 points, whatever, with the Huskies, Northern Illinois. Creighton, Providence, the line just looks low at 2. I'd have to lean Providence, but this would be I wouldn't bet this game. Toledo, Miami, Ohio, I'd lean over. Bowling Green, Central Michigan. I'd lean Central Michigan plus a 7. Rutgers minus a 12 for me there. Butler, Villanova. I mean, I'm getting 10 now with Butler. I'd have to take 10. Georgia, we got St. John's, DePaul. I'd lean St. John's. Utah State, Air Force. Under the total, 141. Pittsburgh. I guess I'd lean Pitt. Man, BC's not playing well. Michigan, Wisconsin, under. I do like K-State. I know Oklahoma. I know it's like a ranked, unranked here. I do kind of lean K-State just because. I don't know that one, and I hate going against it because I think it's 25-11. It's a 70% trend. I just that one I like K-State. Oklahoma. I do like Oklahoma State over Kansas though. So it's tough. I know I don't. It's either both Kansas teams or both Oklahoma teams, but I split them up. I like
Both
UNLV.
Oklahoma. Both Oklahoma today.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. You have to do one or the other. I split them. I don't know. New Mexico, I got no opinion on. But there you go, Marcos. Pound it. EMU riding the cover train. Yes, Eastern Michigan, take it. I understand. 10, though. We're getting 10. Eastern Michigan home. I can't. Like, someone had the Akron pound it. I can't lay 10 on the road. I don't want to lay 10 at home. James is in the house. Welcome. Oklahoma State plus 120 against the Jayhawks. Yes. Maurice in the house. 3-0 sweep yesterday. Miami. Charles said, Monmouth, I need to start selling picks. There you go. A 3-0 day makes you professional, Maurice. Just get on Twitter. You'll see it. You'll see it one day. Walk this way. Devils spank Blue Jackets. Again, the only hockey today I kind of liked was Dallas. Kind of like Dallas today. Maybe a little Tampa Bay. David, NHL is where the plays are today. NCAA lines are weird, says Dave. Again, I just mentioned the kind of hockey I sort of liked. Maybe I should have added them to the chat. As I mentioned in the chat, I just don't like to throw things in the chat and put them up here to be recorded as a record if I'm not going to bet on myself. I mean, I sort of like it. And that is like the discipline where just because you don't have to bet it. Tomorrow can come in and be like, I wish I could have went 2-0. Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'd rather just kind of write them down, see how I do. And if they're starting to go a little good, fine. Especially when I have college basketball, which has been 2-2, 5-6, 6-5, 6-8, 8 like I can't do that across all sports because you're gonna get you'll get buried. You'll start having you got to just concentrate on one and kind of work your way out of a funk that you're in. Kevin took the Nets +9, still lost. Yeah, kind of tough with the Nets. I like the Nets team. I do. I like it. Brandon, what do you think about the Rockets and OKC? Over. I mean, Rockets aren't even playing tonight. Huh? It's tomorrow's game. Maurice, I got Valpo +3.5. I'm on the opposite side. Michigan, I do not like. I like the under. LSU, 9% of money's on Georgia. Yeah, it is. I got Georgia at 3.5. It's gone up. Listen, I'm all about holding your nose and playing something. I get it with LSU. That's exactly a stink bomb there, boy. Eesh, Gats. Dude, they're 1-12.
Even more reason to like them, right?
See, to me though, I don't mind taking a team like, right. Give me Delaware State in the SWAC. Like I'll take some bad. SoCon team or a big I'll take that team that oh my goodness, you're taking Omaha and you're getting
that was us yesterday with Mississippi Valley State, South Carolina State, and Monmouth all on our card.
Yeah,
and they all
the Monmouth one was tricky because I was like a pick 'em. I couldn't get. I'm like, I don't want that one.
Exactly, that's why I took it.
The other one, yeah, but they'd won a couple in a row though, so that's why I was kind of like,
all right,
a little better.
I don't know.
And I said at least they're playing, NCAA is a team who's kind of stepping up in conference. Like they're out of a smaller into a bigger, so that spot there. But I like, give me the Coppins, give me the MEACs. Like that's an ugly. Like LSU +4.5, as bad as that is. That's
ugly too.
It's ugly, but I don't mind taking Georgia there because that program looks. Did you see the scores of these games? Every game they've lost is by double digits.
Yep.
They're double-digit losses all over the place.
I'm already on LSU. You don't have to keep talking me onto them more.
All right. Well, we'll see tomorrow. There you go. Yes, there you go. LSU.
I get the pen. All right. I get the pen. I'm at LSU.
LSU +4. Got it.
I got 4.5, but that works.
That's all right. I'll put 4.5 for you. It's fine. It doesn't make a difference when they lose by 13.
It won't, exactly.
Michael, Georgetown, yes. Cuse money line, yes. Oklahoma State, yes. Oklahoma, I'm not going to talk you off of Providence, Illinois. At least he got a better number to Illinois. That was at 1 yesterday. It's up to the 3.5 spot. UNLV -7. Cash at late night recovery. I like UNLV. Yes, walk this way. Ricketts, I get up at 5 a.m. your time every day. Just expedited my morning visitor team so I could join you early. I appreciate you. Listen, if you get up at 5, get up at 4 so you can join the show, Ricketts. I don't know what the problem is. What are you doing? So that was the Michigan and over teaser. I got it. Or under, you teased it up. Stephen likes the Georgetown under, yes. Vandy, I don't like the Vandy. Province under, sure. Ball State as a fave, I do not like. Bowling Green, again, another favorite. No, thank you. Akron as a fave, heck no. Auburn, I do like Auburn. Illinois, no. NC State, no. Against Syracuse. Duke, I could say yes to Duke. I'll lay that big number. Villanova, I don't like. Utah State. You got enough of these games here, Steve? I like the total in that one. KU, K-State. Again, at least you got both. You're going all the same way here. You're going K-State, Kansas, Illinois, NC State. All teams perceived better or ranked higher, laying ones on the road. Not sure that's going to work out. Again, the home dog or the home team unranked over ranked is on a 70% run this year. But I like to just kind of straight up fade whenever I see that team that's perceived better or ranked laying a 1 or 2 on the road. San Jose against UNLV. And then again, you take the one dog that I kind of like the favorite on. Duke under. Again, I like the Duke over there. And New Mexico and San Jose over. Those, I got no opinion. Let's go. I'll ride with you on there. Let's get those winners. Michael, man, I would not tease college basketball or basketball in general. Yeah, I'm not a big. I don't like teasing in general as it is. 86 money on Orlando. Line goes 6.5 to 7. Yeah, the Orlando line, as Tim said, Orlando's a team we both like, but in a back-to-back spot, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. And Orlando's beaten Toronto, too, quite a few times. So you think it's a good spot, but you don't got to bet it. I did that far sleeping myself right up during the snow. I doubt that far sleeping right myself up.
Almost English.
Brandon, yeah. He was talking about Washington State. Okay. Walk this way, smiling. Adding Ball State in the over. Miz. Again, I can't do 9-point favorites. Over, sure. I can't get involved with those games. Steven, my NBA loss last night were OKC, Brooklyn, and New York went over. Hawks, Charlotte went over. And again, people love betting the NBA. I try to give an angle of why I like a game. I don't want to talk somebody off a game, because people come in here and they win in their NBA. We've seen it. People say I like this game. I hope you win. It wins. Come in, winner. I have difficulty with the NBA. Maybe because I like to do things a little ahead of time. I mean, the Thunder is a team we like. See how tough lose on the Thunder. Thunder's a team we bet. Magic a team we bet. The Kings are another team we've been on. The Pacers. We have our teams. We kind of stick with them. Brooklyn, I had them. I mean, I know you had the total, but frustrating. NBA is a frustrating sport. Again, I probably lose viewers when I kick in the NBA's teeth and tell you not to bet it. Groovy Person Wrestler was 43. New Mexico should cancel their season as well. They stink. Hold on a second. I thought New Mexico.
The Lobos? They're one of the last ones in, actually, at the moment.
they're 19-6. They were the last undefeated team.
Yeah, they were 15-0, and since then have gone 4-6. I mean, once they reached conference play, they kind of struggled. But
yeah, but when you're losing, I mean, you lose on the road, but you're playing at, Utah State, Nevada, Boise, San Diego State. I mean, that's a conference play. It's very. How many teams? We don't see teams going undefeated. Mike, I remember a few years back when 2 Baylor players took one of their teammates out to the desert and killed them. Yeah, I remember that. Brandon Craig, Tim, did you hear what happened to him in the Super Bowl? Patrick Mahomes, he got hurt again. Mahomes is
Wait,
hurt?
there was a Super Bowl?
I totally missed it. Celtics +9. I don't know. Go get Tim. Tim's got a best bet on the game. Go get it, Lex. Former player was a guard from 2010 team. Was it really? Was it? I mean, the 2010. I was thinking the 2000 championship team. I was like, I don't even. Okay, I don't know who that is. I was in Lansing last night, hanging out, went to the store and seen cops' ambulances flying everywhere down the street. Crazy. You can't stop crazy people. I don't care what you do. They want to say, "Oh, we got to get rid of guns." You know what? A psycho who's going to shoot up a school or a supermarket or whatever, that guy's going to get a gun, legal or illegally. There's freaking wackos. It's terrible. Massachusetts won the last game 75-65, I believe, against Ilshai. Again, Mass has lost a couple in a row. If you're going to try to win a game, you beat a bad team by more than 5 at home. It's just that simple, Steve. Again, for me, I'm pulling for Mass for the chat here, but I'm not looking to bet. Marcos only 15 minutes away from the campus. Well, stay safe for them. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 7 MAC games. Overs will go 5-2. I think the last time we said this, Miz, they went 4-3 to the under. Miz, 7 MAC, 5-2 to the over. I think that guarantees a 2-5 under night. Tate the Great. Rick, it's our work for you. Then we both get to work done here and hang out with Higgs. I like it. Brandon Seacrest, how are you? Jayhawks, my Sioux. Lock of the day. K-State had you. Lock of the day. Oh, Brandon, that is a automatic loser. As soon as the lock of the day comes in, it's
Thanks,
done.
Brandon. Let's go.
Oh,
Oklahoma.
Brandon.
Or Oklahoma State. That's Oklahoma State.
Brandon.
Yep.
Kansas, -2. Lock of day. Also K-State. And the thing with this is, at least you got both. And I say this all the time with the ranked team, or in Illinois' case, or just a team that's like 19-6, whatever the record is, against the lower team with the worst record. If you're going to bet you're betting Kansas, you got K-State. You probably have Illinois. You probably like NC State. If you're going to be all on one side, at least go all in. The picking and choosing is where you're going to end up hurting yourself, because you're going to have Jayhawks, but then you have Oklahoma, and then it flip-flops. So instead of splitting, you're losing too. Captain Bryce in the house. I like the Georgia pick. LSU is a team I think I've talked about earlier about how bad they've been. Marcos Higgs, my guy. I need my Marcos minute, and I'm definitely a sick SOB. Yeah, I'll give you the Marcos minute. I forgot to do it. I'll do the Marcos minute when I see you in the chat. That way I won't start off with the Marcos minute, because then people will be like, what the heck is the Marcos minute? Because a lot of people don't watch, if you don't watch a live show, especially if now that we're on the podcast channels, people are like, what the heck is that about? Timmy. We got a Timmy in here for Mr. Tim. Love the Marcos minute. It says Kevin. Marcos minute's pretty good when there's only a handful of games. We could run them down like that. Saturday is not so much. Sometimes Thursday is a huge card too. Brandon, appreciate guys that do like K-State a little more, thinking they're due for win. I kind of like K-State. As I said, I kind of like K-State a little more than I like the Kansas one. Just the whole body of K-State, I could see them just winning in this spot, I guess. Where Kansas is a straight up fade for me. I think Ohio will be a sleeper in the MAC. Let's go to some action. Hold on, Miz. We got to pull up the MAC schedule. Ohio is a sleeper in the MAC. 6-6 in conference play. 14-11 overall. Kent and Toledo are sitting on top of 10-2. Ball State, Akron 9-3. So you like Ohio here against Buffalo. Well, I mean, not against the two they're playing today, but you just think they might surprise a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I'm going off of any of the top 4 And if I'm throwing in an away team, I mean, Northern Illinois at least is 7-9 on the road. You know. Brandon, Craig, are you still going to the rodeo? I'm thinking about going to the rodeo this weekend, Brandon. I'll let you know. What happened to LSU basketball? It's terrible. Absolutely terrible, Gabe. What did happen to LSU basketball? Big 12, one dog will cover, one won't. Yeah, that's the way it's going to be. You got to, it's tough picking and choosing. You either got to be on the Kansas side or the Oklahoma side. Pick a side. And they playing to the over. I like the over, yes, Tate Grain, Notre Dame, Duke. Tied and prepared. Magic over, feeling it on back-to-back. Probably lean over there, yes. I can't bet the Magic today, though. Beat by 18 at Northern Illinois. Again, I understand, but the Buffalo, it has come down that Ohio line. It was 5.5 on the way down. Rookies, I see roughly 70% of money on Georgia, 65% of tickets. I'm right. Who's this one? Again, you're going to get nowadays between all the shows and people listening and betting and the numbers to me like that, I have to take those. You can't just blindly go against all those anymore. You can't. Because for all you know, 70% of money's on Georgia because everybody who lives in Louisiana bets, man, LSU's terrible. I'm betting against them. You know what I'm saying? So it's, okay, there's money on the other side. What is it? Is this a bunch of fans betting on, that doesn't mean anything. Where's the line gone? Is the line moving based on a bunch of people in Georgia betting it or LSU fading their team? This is the not a trick, but this is for the last 6 years now since sports betting's, I remember it started in Jersey and you see different kind of numbers and you got to look at, is it just because now you have millions, extra millions coming in? Just because somebody likes it, 70% of people. Well, I don't care about that. You can't. You got to forest from the trees, as they say. The Jenna Ringer, Creighton beats that dog trend tonight. Again, Creighton fits that too as well. But Creighton has a little short fave. Thanks for bringing it up, Jen. I forgot about them. I was mentioning NC State and K-State and Kansas and the Illini. Now, I like Creighton. I think Creighton's a good team. Providence is a scrappy bunch. Is it enough to take them at 2? That's the thing. It's either you're going to play them all one way or the other way. Or like that game I didn't play. I don't even got even here in the chat. You see the chat case. Southern Illinois, Syracuse, Penn State, Georgia, Oklahoma State. Sometimes you just don't have to play it. Went 4-3 to the over. All right. Well, we're going to find out. I wrote it down. We'll see how it goes. I know the MAC has a lot of overs. I know that. You got Toledo scores like 90 a game. And one of the directional Michigans is up there too. Michael, have a good day. Back to work. 4-0 last night, but I'll not be selling picks. I meant to put a question mark after lock of the day. Okay, yeah. Listen, the lock of the day, whenever you see that in the chat, Brandon, whether it's my channel, somebody else's, whenever somebody, just go opposite. Go opposite. Just look for that and go opposite every day. And at the end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, you'll be up money. It says that it was the Ball State game. Okay. Ball State, Northern Illinois. Again, no, I don't want to lay that kind of number on the road. Brandon's here. I'm here. Good to see you. I'm here too. That means we're all here. Kevin, new rule change in baseball. I think it'll help you. One, I don't like the runner on second base. Right? I'm a under kind of guy. That's it. And again, if I'm an under guy, so it hurts me. If I do have an over, it helps. I don't like that rule change. You want to go bigger base? Who cares? What do they do? No more shifts? I like the no more shifts. I think that's ridiculous. The pitch count, I could care less about. Or the pitch speed thing. I don't like the runner on second. I don't like that. Jose has Doga today, South Carolina. Yes. Get those Gamecocks, baby. I like South Carolina with you, Jose. Canes to kill the Capitals. So cold cash on the ice. Let me pull up some ice real fast. 180 on the road, 175. Puck line only there, Lex. Puck line only. Northern Italy shot 47% at home and still lost by 18. I get it. More reason to like them. I don't want to lay double digits, Viz. It's that simple. Come on, you know this. The rodeo. We're going. We're going to go to rodeo. We're going to have, after we ride the bull, we're going to throw it on a barbecue and eat it. Can we do that? Who's texting me? What's happening here? My friend's having a sleepover. She said there'll be no guys there. Oh, well, that's good. Thanks for that. I'm glad there's going to be a sleepover with no boys there. Thank you, Lily. Marcus, UNLV minus a 7. I like UNLV, Marco. Yes. Tate's great. Locks being thrown out. If we get 4 locks in the chat, I like to purchase a new car, and clearly sports gambling is easy. The locks are just bad luck. 2 MAC games go under Central Michigan and Western Michigan. Unders. CMU, Western MU. Timur Lockaday, Rutgers minus a dime. Only the Rutgers, that's it? There's not a higher line out there? What's the Toledo number? Or Seton Hall?
That's the only one I found at 4 digits.
Mulch?
Seton Hall is only like minus 600.
All right. Wow, really? Laying 11.5? Interesting.
Oh, sorry. Toledo's 1,400. My bad. I missed that one. I skipped right over it.
Rutgers.
Toledo minus 16. Minus
Rutgers.
1,400. There's your lock.
Rutgers should get it done. At the rack. Or Jersey Mike's. I'm going to go to Jersey Mike's. I'm going to demand a sponsorship for a free sandwich a week. Tate says, thank you, Tim, putting his mortgage on Rutgers minus a dime. No Kansas today, Nathan. No. Okie State gets the call here in the video. Nathan says, helps none of us. He said, come on, Michael. Sell your picks. What are you doing? All right. My picks in the video. We got to get college basketball on track. We're down a little bit here. Southern Illinois, Syracuse, Penn State, Georgia, Oklahoma State. Nothing in NBA or hockey. No MLB yet. That's it. I think we have a. Let me look at the Wednesday ticket here. We have quite a few Wednesdays game. Maybe I'll come back with a little late night money tonight. Take a quick peek at.
I already have one play for tomorrow that's gross that I'm going to go right after.
Let's see if I can find it. Probably not right off the.
I don't know. I don't have any lines out for it, but I don't need any lines out for it.
Let's see. Is it a rank game?
Yes.
It's got to be Maryland. No? Stanford?
I'm taking Louisville.
That's not a ranked team.
Versus Virginia. Virginia's a ranked team.
Virginia's ranked?
Virginia's like 6th.
Oh, you know why? I'm looking at Thursday instead of Wednesday. That's
I was about to say.
I'm looking at the game I was like, wow, I didn't see that because I'm looking at the games like there's only 4 games. I'm like, there's not much on here.
There's only 4 games on Thursday
for ranked teams. I was looking. There's only a couple ranked teams. Nobody was playing. That's why I was like, who's playing here? That's why I was like, yes,
Louisville. Some Louisville tomorrow. Delicious.
Northwestern might be worth a shot too. Northwestern might be. They'll probably be favored.
Yeah, I was looking at them too. Yep.
Northwestern will be favored there. This says, Tim, be careful. People might take you seriously with the money line. I know that. Well, that's why we try to emphasize that a lot, though, Miss. But we do have newer folks in the chat, so you never know. Toast McGoats. I like Toast McGoats. He used to follow me on Twitter, Toast McGoats. Gabe, be careful with Rutgers after losing Mag's 15-point rebound guy. They will struggle mightily. They had a little depth to begin with. Really? Nebraska, though, for me, is a team that doesn't really show up much on the road, though, Gabe. Whiskey first half minus half. Yes. Take those Badgers. Not a Michigan guy. But all right. We'll do late night money tonight if you want to come back. 10 p.m. Eastern. 10 Eastern. And it's not super late night. We'll get into a little later late night as we get closer to tournament time. But we will go over the